It's my favourite day of the month because one day per month we do something called Club. Carl, you happy to be in the vlog?
Hello.
Oh, hi. This is Carl, he's painting some Tyrannus right now, and we've got some catching up to do. I was out walking in Bath today and I filmed this whole bit about what Club is, but the audio was wiped out by the wind. So I'm going to have to refilm it all in this room. It's less visually interesting, which is frustrating to me. I hate it when a video is just entirely in one room, but we're going to have to go with it. A lot of the video is in this room anyway, because this is where I keep all the Club stuff. When I say this is where I store all of the supplies for Club, that sounds like I run like a BDSM group or something. That's not what it is. It's way less cool than that. Just going to turn the lights on a second. Yeah. Underneath this wooden platform right here, basically all the way along, front to back, side to side, is filled with Warhammer and magic cards and other hobby stuff. So there's some Warhammer right there, some terrain that I'm working on. You can see if I knock these pieces of wood down that hide in stuff. We have Magic the Gathering, boxes of Warhammer, a lot of unbuilt Warhammer, a lot of built Warhammer, and other supplies right at the back. We also have video games. We have like, mostly, I guess they'd be like vintage games now. We have PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, Nintendo. There's a PlayStation 3 knocking around somewhere, I think, and we pop that up on this TV right here. Or we'll be playing board games on this table, and then we put something on the TV, like a film or something. We have these nice rollout mats as well for board games and Warhammer. Club is generally something that happens once a month. It's basically like an open door policy at my workshop, and friends come by, and normally we just indulge in hobbies. It's a great excuse to do some hobby time and socialize. When I say open door, what I really mean is invite only. It's an open door policy to my invite only friends. It's mostly for people who are good friends of mine who've helped me build all this place in the workshop downstairs. I've known most of them for many, many years. Sometimes they bring like their own friends along, which is fine. But don't just try and show up to Club. It's invite only. I don't want to be filming too much during the day when it's Club, because I kind of just want to be present with my mates, so only get like a few time lapses really. The rest of the time I'm sort of focused on them instead of this.
So Astralis managed to get away with daylight robbery.
No blast cone, no flashes, no way to get in. So that was just, again,
The flash available apart from DOS. So if you end up in a position...
Generally the people that come are friends of mine who have helped me establish this stuff, and to them I'm grateful. So any opportunity that I can have to host them and have them come here and have a good time, well, that's the least I can do. In case you couldn't tell, Warhammer is my jam in particular. It seems to be like an invasive species on my shelves. Here I have some kill teams, some underworlds, 40k armies, all my painting supplies, and these are drawers full of bits. I wish I could say that what was on the shelves was all I had, but that's a big fat lie. There's so much more. The reason that I like Warhammer is I think it's a really good way to improve your concentration and your hand skills. I find it makes me much better at chisel work, for example, if I'm doing woodworking. But Club's not just Warhammer. We have a bunch of other hobbies as well. There's the dartboard above my head. We haven't used it for a little while. And then in this area over here we have the bar, although we don't use it much these days. It's kind of got too much stuff piled in front of it. Too much busy work happening these days. Right now there's just loads of insulation foam and packages in the way. But once upon a time, we'd be playing Guitar Hero here. I think it was every week we played Guitar Hero and we would get blackout drunk. Also behind the bar is all of the DVDs and movies and stuff. Once upon a time, Club was every single week. Now, Club's been running for a few years, I think about 4 or 5 yeyears, maybe even longer. But originally it started just purely in this workshop space because we didn't have the studio upstairs originally. But what's nice is we have these big 8-foot by 4-foot workbenches. And so if we want to do big games of Warhammer 40k, I have 2 of them. So it's really easy. We just clear these off, put our terrain down, and we can have huge games of Warhammer, which is great. It's like my selfie stick, it's just my tripod. Filming this video and looking for all those old clips is making me really nostalgic in this video. We've had some really amazing times here. It's been great fun. Over the years, club has varied. It can be anywhere between, sometimes it's 10 people, sometimes it's 2. 2's all you need for a club. We have a saying here, which is if there's 2 people here, then club has started. I can't really even share many of the clips because there's so much swearing. It's just not, it wouldn't be appropriate to put it on YouTube. So yeah, I think there's probably gonna be Warhammer content on this channel at some point. This is like a kind of like a daily vlog. Oh, the algorithm's gonna hate me because my channel is just about absolutely everything. If you don't want to see Warhammer on this channel, then leave. If I keep making these videos and presumably someone's watching them, you'll start to get to know this cast of characters. It's gonna be like a sitcom. I could put like a laugh track when people come in and out of the doors. Was it like a round of applause? What do they normally do for a sitcom? Anyway, that's it. Club is an all-day event. Sometimes it's an all-night event.